Good morning, everyone. We're getting ready for a holiday weekend. So, you know what? We're gonna be having fun. We're gonna be having cocktails. Maybe we're having cocktails. We're gonna be having good food this weekend. So why not start it off with something that we love to do, take care of ourselves. So here we go, guys. It's Wendy McGee from Fitfannie. We are going to do a 40-minute class today, and we're going to break it down. So we're going to start off with doing a little aerobic to get our heart rate up. We're going to go from there into core exercises so that we can protect our lower back. From core, we're going to go into strength. And today I'm going to give you some simple exercises that you can do from anywhere without any props needed. With that being said, if you choose to add weights, which you can, grab a pair of 5-pound weights or 2.5-pound weights, whatever you feel comfortable with, because we'll be doing repetition. And also, if you have an exercise ball or a pillow, even from your couch, you may want to grab that for our core session today. After that, we're going to go into some, we talked about doing some strength. We're going to end up with a stretch and a beautiful meditation. So that being said, let's go. Let's get our aerobic going, and let's do some running high sprints, okay? And let's get our knees up high, and we want to do this for 30 seconds. Perfect. And you can put your hand here as a gauge. Now, too much for you? Here's your modification. So let's go. And it's up, 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 up. Awesome. So where's everybody going this weekend? What are you doing? Still COVID, scares. So that Delta is breaking through. So a lot of people are traveling. We're staying local. We're staying with our bubble, our inner circle, and we're going to enjoy the people that we love most, right? Okay, let's bring it down. You know what I love about the holiday weekends? You go to picnics, and let me just check one thing here. When you go to picnics and you're just talking, you're just easy conversation, fun, chit-chatting maybe about recipes or lifestyle ideas, no pressure, just light and entertaining, right? Okay, next, we're gonna do roundhouse kicks. Goodbye, muffin top. We wanna get rid of this. So we're gonna lift our knee up and we're gonna kick to the side. Now when you kick to the side, I want the side of the foot to the top. So it's kick and kick and kick. Perfect. One side only. And 6, 7, 8. You want to pick up the speed because this is our aerobic part of our workout. So you want to get your heart up, running, pumping. If it's too hard, bring it down. This is for you, right? So you have to do what you're comfortable with. And bring it out. Excellent job. And it's 3 and 2 and 1, and march it out. Please make sure you have a water bottle. Let's stay hydrated. The more hydration you have, the better you're gonna feel. And I always talk about, well, not always, but lately I've been talking about how I had a concussion from a bike accident. So what happens, let's get going, then we'll chat, the other side. What happens is, if you don't stay hydrated, you go right back into that concussion. And it's amazing to me, I have this gallon jug of water, and I was dehydrated. I knew the instant my body kicked in, I knew I was almost done with that jug of water. And it was night and day. All of a sudden, I felt great. It was a huge transformation, and I realized how important water is. We're 90% water, so when we become dehydrated, nothing works properly. So if anything, make sure you focus on giving yourself a lot of water today. Kick to the side, kick to the side, and kick to the side, and kick to the side. Awesome. So now we're gonna do some jabs, and we're gonna do some swinging. So let's open up. So we have a wide angle here, okay, like a sumo squat. But we're gonna come down low. And what I want you to do is I want you to come from side to side. And when you do this, when we come to the bottom, we're gonna punch twice, okay? So let's go. Punch and punch and punch and punch. So when I grew up in Connecticut, and I had a big family, and we would get together for picnics. And I used to always love to see what everyone brought, what everyone made, because Women's Day magazine, Family Circle, we didn't have Pinterest so much back then. Now it's great. With Pinterest, you just go, okay, holiday recipes, food and wine, whatever. It was the simple recipes with, you know, a lot of Cool Whip. You never thought about what you were eating or calorie intake. You just ate. Why? Because it looked delicious and because it was there. And all the women would sit in a circle and have little glasses of wine and punch and punch and punch and chit-chat, have a sun hat on, and talk about a lot of nothing. But it was home and it was family. I miss that. So now I'm starting my own. I live in California and I'm starting my own traditions, my own family gatherings, so that we have our favorite recipes and who's bringing what. And punch, and punch, and punch, and punch, and punch. The difference is in California, people live outdoors and punch and punch. So every day begins with some sort of activity, whether it's hiking or walking or cycling. And one more. Perfect. Whew. I think it's time for some water. Let's do some water. Now, we are going to do a hop with a sumo squat. So, we're going to hop in and squat. Hop out and squat. Hop in and squat. Got it? And out and squat. So this is for you. I don't think that I've ever looked back after doing a workout and said, I regret doing that workout, right? How many times do you say, I regret not working out, but you never finish and regret it. You never regret when you take time to take care of you. And remember this feeling. The next time you may not feel like it or you don't want to exercise, remember how good and empowering it feels to just do something for yourself and come inside your body. And 3, and 2, and 1, and march it out. Now, let's do half jumping jacks. Let's catch our breath, and then we're gonna go into a half jumping jack. So let's bring it up, and half jack, and half jack. Here we go. Excellent. Half jack. If you like, you can do a full jumping jack. That works too. Just make sure that you bring your belly back, hold your belly in tight, whew, and get those core muscles working as well. Or we're at half jack. This is your workout. You have to do what's right for you, and no one else can tell you what's right for you. Here we go. Whew. And let's walk it out. We have about 2 minutes to go before we suddenly start to work on our core. So why don't we make it good 2 minutes? Let's get a nice run in place going. You don't have to do high kicks, just run in place. Or, modification, just walk in place. Here we go. I did a class where we ran for an hour, almost a full hour. And I showed all different techniques and how you can run. And it was a 550 calorie hour. And we just chit-chatted through the whole thing. And I said, let me know your comments, let me know how you feel. Please pipe up. I want to hear everything. And keep going. Maybe we run a little forward, and maybe we run a little back, and then we run a little forward, and we run a little back. Love it. So now we only have a minute. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's get those calories burning. Let's keep your body working to full capacity. So we get that, huff and puff thing going. And we trick our brain to think that we're oxygen deprived. So guess what? The rest of the day, your body's going to continue to burn, burn, burn because it's gonna think it needs to work overtime to produce more oxygen. Even though you're breathing funny, your brain goes, uh-oh, we don't want to be in oxygen deprivation state again. Now let's walk, and walk, and walk, and walk. I'm so proud of you guys. It's gonna be a holiday weekend and you are here for you. So, let's work on those core muscles. What we're gonna do is take a ball or a pillow. So I'll start off with a pillow. Let's come down to the back. Okay, and what I want you to do is lay here, take a breath, lift those knees, and I want you to put a pillow or an exercise ball right in front of your knees. And all I want you to do is breathe in and extend the belly and breathe out. Push in on that pillow. Push, 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 push. And push and release. So we're going to inhale, extend the belly. Exhale, push into the pillow. Now here's the secret. Push the lower back into the floor. When you're doing this, it's going to force you to engage your core muscles. If it's hard for your head, you can take one hand behind the head as a modification and release. Now here's another modification. If this is hard for you, you can't get on the floor, and just lay down on your bed and do the same thing. Or sit in a chair, and while you're sitting in the chair, just push against your thigh like this. Push and make sure that lower back is extending, extending. So inhale, inflate the belly. Exhale, push into the pillow and come on up. And hold it tight, tight, tight. You're going to feel, you want to pull in and up with your pelvic floor. Push and tight, push and tight, push and tight. Woo! Release. Inhale, extend the belly. Exhale, push into that pillow. You always want to exhale during your exertion with your exercises. And bring it down. Perfect. Okay. Our next core exercise is, let's take this pillow. Let's walk the pillow up to the top of the feet. Okay? And then I want you to just reach up and crawl up that pillow and push the low back into the floor. Modification, hand behind the head. This isn't about exercising your neck, guys, or stretching your neck. It's about working your core. So by working the core, we're pushing our lower back into the ground and we're pulling in and up with our pelvic floor. And hold and release. Bend the knees. And now extend the legs, take the pillow to the top, and creepy crawl up that pillow. Push that low back into the mat and pull that pelvic floor in and up. Hands behind the head. And bring it back. One more time. Hands up the pillow. Push that lower back into the mat. Pull the pelvic floor in and up. For me, I have trouble with my neck, so I'm going to take care of my neck. You have to take care of yourself, because guess what? At the end of the day, you're your best friend. If you don't take care of yourself and your body, then who will? Right? I have a dream board in front of me, and my dream board says, if you don't take care of your body, then where are you supposed to live? Okay, and bring it down. Bring the knees in, let's rock side to side. Next, gotta show my glasses on. So let's take our feet, put them together. Okay, the bottom of our feet, so our knees are extending wide. And let's take the hands behind the head, and all I want you to do is inhale. On the exhale, pulse to the center. Inhale, come back, exhale, pulse to the center. Now as I'm pulsing to the center, I'm pushing my lower back into the floor. Inhale and pulse. Inhale and push that lower back. Inhale and push. And it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Woo, let's relax. Knees side to side. A little bit of flexibility. And now we want to get into our obliques, which run from side to side. We want that six-pack ab, right? So inhale and exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale, push and pull in and up with your pelvic floor. And 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, 10, let's do 15, 11, and 12, and 13, good job, 14, and 15. Now let's take those knees in and give our lower back a bit of rest, right? You're probably feeling it all through your core area and, which is in and around the hip complex, and a little higher than the belly button as well. So let's come in, hands behind the head, feet together, and you got this. Let's hit the other side. Inhale and then exhale, push, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 11, and 12, 13, 14, and 15. Perfect. Take the knees together. Just sway from side to side. Perfect. You take the hands out straight. Take your knees to the right, look left. Give a little stretch in between, a little tree. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, take the knees over to the left, and let's look right. And now let's take our knees, let's do a little bike ride, okay? This holiday weekend, where are we gonna go? Let's pedal. Ooh, my shoes untied, that could be dangerous. Are we gonna go pedal over to the park? And let's keep going. And then as you go, push that lower back into your mat, and then extend your feet straighter and straighter until you feel the curve in your back start to form, which is this arch. Then when you hit that point, come a little higher. That means it's too much for your body, and we don't want to stress it out. All we want to do is just take good care of it, and we want to feel good at the end of the day. So this is why movement is so important in your day. Most folks sitting at their desk, you're typing, and you lose track of time. You've got to get a little timer and set it when the timer goes off, or connect to another thing you do every time you end a meeting on Zoom, okay? Then start moving. But if you don't move throughout your day, then everything sits in one place and becomes really stiff, okay? And it becomes harder to lose weight because we're stagnant. It becomes harder to feel good. And do you ever have that feeling when you get up from your desk and you go, oh, my neck, oh, my lower back, and you're in pain, and you're just kind of living through your pain versus managing it. So you want to get more oxygen into the body, you want to get more blood flow into the body. It's not meant to sit still all day. It's against the laws of human nature. We are supposed to keep moving. So that's why I always say, subscribe to Fitfannie, because what my little avatar does is will follow you around and just give you 30-second, quick exercises you can do without sweating, without going to the gym, right? Just sit at your desk. And now let's reverse that bike. Reverse it. Uh-oh. We dropped something. We gotta back it up. Doot, 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 doot. Here it comes. And go backward, backward, backward. Love it. Excellent job. Woo! Knees into the chest and side to side for a little back massage. Now let's come on over to the side. Grab your water and hydrate. So important, guys, that you hydrate. Perfect. Now our next section is strength. Here it goes. You have an option. You can grab 5-pound weights. You can grab water bottles, okay? These also work. You could grab a can of beans or a can of whatever you have in your canned goods section. You can use those. If you really want to pick it up, you can grab gallon jugs of water. So let me show you the exercise. You decide which modality that you're going to use, or maybe none, which is cool. I want you to take arms straight up to straight back, and straight up to back, and up to back, and up to back. Perfect. And back, and back, and back. Now if you have the weights, you're doing this. Up to back, to up to back, to up. Now people say, well, how many do you do? You have to gauge how many you do. Where do you feel like, okay, I can't do one more? So then people will say, well, do I do a lot of them, or do I just do a few of them? Well, this depends on your goals. If you want to bulk up and you want to look muscular and have, cranky big arms, then what I want you to do is use a heavier weight and do less until you're exhausted and you can't go anymore. If you want to just stay in shape, then what you want to do and not build muscle, because a lot of people will come to me to train and they'll say, Wendy, I don't want to build muscle. I don't want to look too bulky or too big. So then I'll recommend, okay, don't use weights, use your body weight, and then what I want you to do is just do a lot. So do heavy reps, right? Do 20. Okay, now I'm getting tired, so this is enough for me. I know that I have reached capacity, but you have to go to where your capacity is. And let's bring it down and shake it out, shake it out. Okay, the next one. One arm goes up straight and the other arm goes, great job, Wendy. Great job. And pat yourself on the back. And it's up to back and up to back. Perfect. Grab that water bottle at your desk if you want. Grab the weight. So now I have a 5-pound weight here. It could be a 2.5-pound weight. And I'm just going to come back and I want you to see. So it's back and back. And let's do 20 and 19. Now watch my belly. My belly's going to be in. I'm going to watch that lower back. I don't want this arch. I want to protect that back. 16, 15. So now you're getting it from both sides. So you're working the shoulders on the left, or on my left I'm working my shoulders. On my right I'm working my bat wings. Goodbye, bat wings. I'm working my triceps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake your head out, shake your shoulders out. There's no golden rules. The biggest golden rule is make sure you're doing something that's not going to injure yourself, right? That you won't injure yourself. That you've got your technique down. Because if you don't, or you use weights that are too heavy, you might blow out an elbow, you blow out a knee, and then you can't do anything. So let's come on up and up. A lot of people love CrossFit. I'm not a CrossFit person because I'm not about pushing your body to 1/8 of an inch shy of an injury where you're going to be out. I'm a big proponent on doing less to feel better about yourself. Because if you do, then you're going to end up doing more in the long run because you'll do it again and again and again, right? And it's 10 and 9. Because you're going to go, wow, that felt great. I feel great. But what happens if you walk away and go, oh my gosh, my shoulder hurts. I can't do this tomorrow. And 6, you have to be smart about it. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Woo, love this. Next, we are going to do high elbow, palm up, bending arm. Okay. We're going to do high elbow, and we're just going to come back with both hands and pat, 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 and pulse. So here we are. Now, I could do this. Nope. I'm going to come forward. I'm going to squeeze my glutes, squeeze in with the belly, and just pat my back like so. Now, if you want to use weights, you can do this. If that's too much, then just use your body weight. So for me, for this one, I'm saying, how do I feel? Okay? I'm going to do a little less to do a lot more. So again, it's patting my back, and let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How about 5 more? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See how my elbows are together? My elbows are not here, they're here. So, which brings me to my next one. I want you to pretend you're patting your back here. Well, you're not pretending, you're like, I love you, Wendy McGee, for coming out here and exercising and taking care of yourself first. Elbows in, elbows out. Elbows in, elbows out. And let's go. And it's 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Where did the summer go? It's gone. It's Labor Day. What the heck? We were just here for Memorial Day. This is the time living in New England when you get sad because you know that your summer days, your beach days, your boating days are coming to a close. But in California, I have September, October. It's pretty hot. And then we're just hoping for rain, all these forest fires. And it's awful. You know, my friends all have houses in Tahoe and they can't go with the smoke, but more importantly, the people who are losing their homes in the fires. And we're just look at the forecast. Sun, 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 sun. Sun, 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 sun. And I could use a little rain here. I don't think, the last time it rained, I don't know, maybe April? I haven't seen a day of rain since. Okay, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Let it go and shake it out. Next. Okay. Palms up to the ceiling, okay? And all we want to do is press up and down, and up and down, and up and down. So, here's the thing. If you have your weights, or you have water bottles, here we go, to the front, and it's up and down, up and down. So how many are you going to do of these, right? I'm not going to tell you, push yourself, do one more, do one more. I'm going to say, do one less, because I want you to do one less so you feel like $1 million. If you see someone, or someone sees you at the gym, I'm going to let this go, it's too much for me. And I'm on the treadmill, and say someone would come up to me and say, oh my gosh, you are the best treadmill runner I have ever seen. Well, you know, guess what I'm going to be doing tomorrow? I am going to be on that treadmill, because at the end of the day, I just want to feel good. I want my body to feel good. I want to feel good about myself. At the end of it, I want to feel empowered, happy, right? And encouraged to come back and do this again tomorrow. Do something again for me tomorrow, because it's not that painful. It's just fun. Let's go. And 10, and 9, and 8. Hold belly in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let it go. And shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your fanny. Let's go. So let's go into a little bit of a stretch. Okay. Hands out in front. Palm out in front. And I want you to just pull this hand back. And pull it back for 10, 9. Now I'm looking in the camera. I'm going, am I arching my back? No. Am I pulling my belly in? Yes. And when someone comes and takes a picture. 3, 2, 1, you know, and they snap a picture. We're on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, cheese. And as soon as that cheese, I go, cheese. And I'm thinking to myself, is my weight on my back foot? Is my hip slightly out? Am I on an angle? Is my belly pulled in? Forget about it. It's too much work. And then pull the other one back. Love this. Ooh, feels so good. Now I want you to grab a chair, any couch. I want you to imagine you're working at your desk. Maybe I'll do it this way so that you can see me. And you need to stretch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hands behind me on the chair. Ooh, wait. I'm going to put my feet forward a bit, okay? And I am going to squeeze my shoulder blades together, extend my chest forward, and then look up. Now, I'm pulling on the chair. It's not going anywhere because my Fannie is sitting in the chair, but I'm pulling on the back. And the more that I pull and extend forward with my shoulders, the deeper the stretch is. So my back is arched. If we were to do a cat-cow, let's do that next. So here we go into cat. Now let's go into cat. What would we do? We would take our hands to our knees, tuck the chin down, and bring our shoulders straight up. And feel it, nice stretch. And it's like a scared kitty cat in the middle of the street. And then so there's cat. Never quite understood cow. Probably because of the arch in their back, right? But we don't have the tail to come up and look up to the sky and smile because you are going to have an amazing day. You're going to feel great all day. And you're going to say, I'm so happy that I took care of myself. And let's go into our kitty cat. And let's look up. And then into our kitty cat. One more time. Look up. And into our kitty cat. Perfect. How about we do a little hamstring stretch while we're here? So you're sitting in that chair. You're extending one leg straight. You're taking your hands onto your thigh, and then you're coming forward. Watch my back. It's straight. So I inhale, my head goes towards the ceiling, and as I exhale, I come forward with a straight back. So now I'm stretching out that left hamstring. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Toe comes back towards you. And inhale, come on up, and exhale, hey, let's switch. Switcheroo. Leg comes straight, hands are on my thighs. You could push down on your thigh, you could take your hand on the other side, which is fine. But what I want you to be mindful of, my right leg is straight. Where is my left hip? It's got to come straight over the straight leg. And bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. And then let's come on up. Now let's crisscross this leg here. And let's get that hip open. So we're stiff, we're typing, We're gonna sit up in our chair. Check it out too. On my Instagram, I have tips that I'm doing. Every day is kind of a theme to it. Inhale up towards the sky and exhale forward fold. And I'm under Fitfannie Fitness. Fitfannie, F-A-N-N-I-E, like Annie. And when you go on, I have Tuesday tips, Wisdom Wednesday, and I will give a tip on how to sit at your desk, ergonomics, what you can use for props around your house to help you to sit correctly, so that your back feels good all day and you don't realize the little things like maybe rolling up a towel and putting it underneath your palms, so that as you type, your hands aren't stressed out, rather your wrists aren't stressed out, and you're relaxing a little bit. All little things we can do to just help ourselves. If we are in the moment, we talk about meditating and intention, which we're going to talk about today. But if we're in the moment, we're thinking about our bodies. How do we feel? What do we need? Do we need water? Do we need to use the bathroom? Do we need to do some stretching? Do we need to remove ourselves from a toxic situation? Because it doesn't make us feel good. It's not good for us. These are all things that you need to consider. But if you are miles away and you're not connected from here to here, how are you going to know these things? You're going to ignore them because you're going to be more concerned about what's going on out here than you are going to be about what's going on in here. And that's what we want to change. You'll do it. You'll thank me. Mindful. That's all. Just be in the moment. I'm stretching. I'm stretching. I'm hurting. My hip hurts. My hip is stiff. Well, how might I stand differently, during the day? And bring it up. Love this. Now is my favorite part, which is our meditation. And all we're going to do is practice this point that I'm making of being mindful, of bringing our mind back. Now, this is not about clearing our mind. We can't clear our mind. It's impossible to clear our minds. What it's about is learning how to bring the mind back, recognizing that the mind is going, and drop back in. So we let the thoughts pass, like the clouds in the sky, and as they pass, we don't reach up and grab that cloud, we just allow it to pass and observe it. So let's come into a comfortable place, whether you're sitting in a chair. I'm going to take that pillow, and I'm going to put it behind my back, because that would feel good. Whoop! For heaven's sakes, I'm losing my stuff. So I'm going to sit in front of the chair. I'm going to find a comfortable spot. Closing my eyes, I will allow your bottom lid to rest and support the top lid. And as you breathe, listen for the breath and follow the breath. So inhaling, let the belly extend, and as you exhale, let everything go. Inhale, listen for the breath, and exhale, sink further into your cushion, further into the ground, and start to relax the shoulders. Imagine everything leaving your body, all of the tension, all of the stress, all of the things that are going on outside of this room. And the only thing left is a shining ray of sunlight, warming your heart, warming your body. Imagining yourself floating on a stream, on a comfortable raft, listening to the birds, and allowing the wind and the breeze and the current of the stream just to take you. We're not controlling what direction we're going in. We're not controlling how fast we're going. We're not controlling. We're simply observing, listening for the sounds, and basking in the glow of this warm sunlight. Inhaling, extend the belly. Exhaling, bringing that belly back. Inhale, listen for the breath. Exhale, release any tension in the body. Today, I would like to talk to you about 3 words: intention, attention, and no tension. Intention, attention, and no tension. These 3 phrases, 3 words, 2 words for no tension, they will become your mantra for today. Perhaps the mantra that you'll carry with you in life. To help you get a gauge, that inner compass. Am I connected? Am I happy? Am I in a good place for me? Breathing in, I'd like you to have an intention for today. Perhaps we begin to consider what our day will look like. We had a coloring book and the most beautiful crayons and we began to color. Which colors would we choose? Would we choose a tan to be more serene and peaceful? Or a red to become vibrant? Or perhaps a pink to bring our inner female self out? Or a strong, bold color for masculine energy? And I say masculine, could be feminine, it could be masculine. I'd rather say for strength. Do we want to have softness? Do we want to have strength? Do we want to have light blue, perhaps the color of the ocean, for space? You decide what your day will be. Breathing in, extend the belly. Breathing out, letting go of any tension. Breathing in, what would you like your next week to look like? How would you like to feel? Breathing out, let go of any tension. And then breathing in. What do you want your next hour to look like? Do you want to give yourself space to meander? Do you want to focus and accomplish something that's on your list? Do you want to sit in a room perhaps with a family member and love them up and just listen to them? Or maybe you'd like to connect with someone with a phone call that you haven't talked to. Breathing in, extend the belly, breathing out. What do you want this moment to look like? This moment. Do you want your mind to go round and round and round and attach yourself in this circular flow of thoughts? Or would you rather relax, let go of any tension in the body, and simply observe? When we talk about intention, what we mean is putting our heart into our life. What is it we want? What is it that we're reaching for? Consciously stating what you choose to create in your life is the first step that you can take to manifest it. Breathing in, extend the belly. Breathing out, letting any tension go. We have the power to choose what we give our attention to in our lives. Do we give it to situations that create drama, that make everyone involved feel bad? Or do we give our attention to the beautiful flow of the breath in this moment that we'll never bring back again? I have a mantra that I use, which is when I open my mouth to speak, will it create drama or will it create peace? Because if it will create drama, then the silence will create peace. Which do you choose? Relaxing the shoulders, begin to let the skin gently drape off your face. And let's explore the concept of no tension. When you're open to what is appearing in the moment, you allow God's will to move through you. When you hold tightly to your concepts of how things should be, you shut off the flow of life, which in turn prevents you from enjoying the fulfillment of living your destiny. Are we allowing ourselves the space to understand what our lives are supposed to look like? As we end the meditation, intention, attention, and no tension, I would like you to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for sharing this time, for taking care of yourselves, and for stating your intention, which is to feel good about yourself and bringing your attention to the things that'll bring you to that place. So have a beautiful holiday weekend. I will see you here next Thursday, Pacific time, 8 a.m. I can't wait. Stay safe, everybody, and enjoy this great holiday weekend. Bye.